Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we are back in the Iowa. I know, we did a little bit of a different thing yesterday with the random ship selection, and today we're back on a little bit more of a normal course. We're back in the Iowa, a known staple on the channel that you guys know is my favorite ship. So, you can expect to have some fun in this one, right? So right off the bat, we're on shards. We get the Charlie spawn, we get a cruiser and a destroyer spawning with us, and we are going to push forward and try to capture this base. Now, this match is not going to quite turn out the way you would expect. It's going to actually be rather underwhelming in the damage department, but pretty exciting at the same time. Now, we're going to play a little bit of cleanup crew. So hopefully you guys are going to be enjoying this video. It's not going to be the highest damage, like I said, but it is a fun little match in the Iowa, and it does showcase just the strength that is the Iowa's ability to push its side once it wins and moves around the map. Because we're gonna get some miles in on this thing. We're gonna sail the Iowa around a good chunk of the map. Now, right off the bat, we see that there's a Richelieu in the middle. So we're kind of taking a look at him. He's about to maybe make a turn that's going to make him very, very susceptible to being smacked. And it does appear that that's exactly what he's doing. He's going to go behind that island, so we want to make sure we catch him before he does. And very first shot out looks solid. Not the best dispersion, but pretty friggin' solid dispersion. And unfortunately, he does get a shot away, but you can see I'm already turning, trying to go in. We only get 7,600 damage out of that, and of course, he returns fire, and every single shell hits my superstructure, doing a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Now, not gonna lie, seeing my cruiser turn tail and run, and then seeing my destroyer go all the way around the right side, I was a little bit worried about how this match was going to play out, given the fact that I just saw a freaking, a Kagero. Sorry, I had to think of what it was. It was a Kagero. I just saw him right off my bow, so I'm like, oh my god, we're going to have a bad time. But he catches a torpedo, so my destroyer's clearly playing the cap, which is good. But destroyer doesn't manage to finish him. I'm trying to get around the corner here. I know I can't shoot through this island, but I try anyway. And unfortunately, not able to get the shot. Now, obviously, it's a destroyer. I don't want to go around this corner. My secondaries didn't fire either, which is really unfortunate. I was hoping to maybe get something out of that, but he's going to get it around the corner from me. I'm not chasing a destroyer around. I mean, he's clearly possibly going to torp me, so it's just not a good idea to chase him, right? And that's when the Colorado off my bow gets dev struck by the Shirot as well. So this Shirot, in one fell swoop, has managed to completely cripple a Kagero and dev strike a Colorado in the opening 3 minutes of the match. Wow. That's a good start. as the opening commander would say, we're off to a great start. Yeah, you're not kidding. That's coming out of the gates hot. But Kagero comes around the corner. We go ahead and place that shot. Obviously, we're able to lob that. Oh, look at those secondaries. Always firing about 5 minutes too late. Go figure. I mean, these are literally secondaries that are dual purpose, also meant for anti-aircraft. They have the ability to move relatively quickly. Why it takes so long for secondaries on battleships to traverse, find a target, and fire is beyond me. Like, I don't understand why it takes battleships secondaries so long to start firing. It really doesn't make any sense. Remember, like I said, these are the 5-inch 38s. These are the same guns that are on Atlanta and several other cruisers as well. Like, the 5-inch 38 was a fantastic gun platform, and that's why it was used so widely in the U.S. Navy. And so, like, to see it take so long for those guns to traverse when you know if you get in the Atlanta, which, by the way, is covered in 5-inch 38 guns, if you get in the Atlanta, those guns will traverse 180 degrees in like 3 seconds. Like, it's ridiculous. But on a battleship, it takes them 10 minutes to decide, oh, there's a target, maybe I should turn that direction and fire at some point in the near future. But, whatever. Is what it is. Kagero's dead. I'm just filling time, waiting for a potential shot here. I'm looking at the Belfast. Don't have really a shot on the Belfast. Looking at Zeton's broadside, I'm thinking, oh, here we go. This is what we're looking for. We want to clear the island, and as soon as we think we're clear, we take the shot. He is starting to turn away, which is unfortunate. That's going to open that angle up, but we should be able to smack him still pretty good here. And you can see we do get a nice hit. 4 full penetrations, 1 overpen. We'll take that. That's a solid hit. But we're only up to 29,000 damage done. We do have 1 kill, but 29,000 damage, not the greatest. Zeton takes a shot at us. All of his shells fall short, which is what you love to see when you're on the receiving end. Not so much on the giving end. Belfast has what can only be described as a sudden rush of crap to the brain, as Mr. Jingles would say. He just decides that he wants to back out in front of a goddamn Iowa. I don't understand it, but that's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it works out for him. Wait for it. Pow! Yeah, about that. Not a good idea. I know, newsflash. Obviously, Belfast 43 also has torpedoes, which is probably what he was trying to do there, is, oh, I'll just back out, I'll get the rear of the ship out, I'll get some torpedoes away. Worst case scenario, take a little bit of a hit, I get some torpedoes out there. No, you back out way too far, we get Dev Strike, you go home with no damage. Well done. And then we're going to start moving towards the center of the map here. We're not going to chase the Zeton around the outside edge, we're going to try to get towards the center. Now, originally, I was thinking about flanking behind this island, behind the Richelieu that we know is there, like right behind the Zeton and right behind that island, but I don't know where their destroyer is currently. I know there's a smoke screen in Bravo, so he's probably over there somewhere, but I don't know exactly where he's at. Zeton is actually in the cap now, so I'm looking for a potential shot here on him, and he's turning away from us, so we don't have a shot, at least not yet. Once he turns left a little bit further and gets some distance between him and the island, I will actually get a shot over the top of this island. You can see the little, oh my god. You can see I'm lining him up with auto aim right now, and then I'm waiting for the gap. Obviously, I can't shoot through the mountain, but as soon as I get that gap, I wait a couple of seconds to make sure they're going to clear. I go over the island, and we're going to be able to get the cleanup crew once again. I lied. No, we're not going to get the cleanup because we break a gun but do no damage. Despite the fact that the guy literally had 0 health. And somehow we didn't kill him. Just broke his gun. You gotta love it. Now, because I've committed to the Bravo cap here, I get a little too attached to my plan. And this is gonna cost me very much in a few minutes here. You know there's a Richelieu there. What's special about the Richelieu, guys? For real. What's special about it? I don't know, the fact that it has literally all of its firepower at the front. And if you look at the menu, or if you look at the mini-map, you can see that he is facing towards the Bravo cap. Meaning, if I went around the left, I would have booty shots into the Richelieu, and I would be able to do a lot of damage without being really able for him to hit me. His secondaries obviously would be a thing, but at the end of the day, it's Iowa primary guns versus Richelieu secondary guns, and I get booty shots. Like, this is not a fight he's going to win very well. But that being said, because I decide not to do that, and I decide to put myself in the cap over here, potentially get a cap for the team, because we do that, we're actually putting ourselves in a position that we are not going to have a choice as to what we are going to have to do in a moment. Now, Jervis comes out, we go ahead and we try to rush a shot, get a shell out there on him if we can, and we do manage to hit him with 1 overpin for a little bit of damage. Our teammate's doing a pretty decent job. Now we've got a Wichita shooting over the island over here. By the way, his name is Argonaut. I absolutely love that name because I've watched the movie Jason and the Argonauts. And I'm not talking about like the newer ones. I'm talking about the old school Jason and the Argonauts. Way back in the day. But Wichita's going to back around the corner just as we get loaded. It's real unfortunate. If he stays spotted for a little bit longer, I get the Dev Strike, right? Or I get the shot out on him anyway, even if it's not a Dev Strike. Also, Richelieu just killed our battleship because battleship decided to come out flat broadside to a Richelieu. Keep that in mind. We're still watching the Wichita. We know he's here, and we knew he was going to get spotted again. And as soon as he does get spotted, we've already got shells on the way. It's going to be hard for him to get out of the way of those, and these are going to find their mark. Not quite as much as I would like to have hit him for, obviously, but you know, it's a warning shot. Sometimes you just gotta let your prey know that you're about to blap the crap out of them. Now, Richelieu takes a nasty hit here. So I'm thinking, okay, well, I should be able to kill this guy. Now, I know if I come around this corner, I'm getting blapped. There's no way for me to pie this corner correctly. So at this point, I'm just praying he doesn't dev strike me. I know he's loaded. I know he can blap me. He does absolutely blap me. I get very lucky he doesn't dev strike me. And we put the shots through his freaking superstructure. We only get 2 damaging hits out of that. 2 of them went into his guns, and 2 of them went into the superstructure for a total of like 2,800 damage. Almost devastating. Luckily, we did have the rear guns to bail us out there, and that allows us to go bow into these 2 cruisers. We have just over 14,000 damage left. Scratch that, we have 13,000. Zara is backing up, so I'm like, okay, well, he's clearly thinking about changing course maybe, but nope. He just keeps sailing in reverse, and, I mean, this is about as easy a kill as you're ever going to get, so we're going to go ahead and clean that one up as well, getting the Pitadel on them. And then, of course, you know, we've got 4 kills. Can we get the Kraken unleashed? We only got 71,000 damage, guys. This has not been exactly a barn burner of a game, but it has been a good one for the Iowa to showcase its ability to move around the map and, you know, still take a beating. Sure, we got blapped by the Richelieu for going around the corner broadside. We knew that was going to happen, but look at these railguns! Goodbye, Wichita! You're never going to survive that, and that gives us the Kraken! So, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I know it's not a damage-oriented game, but sometimes it's not about damage. Sometimes it's about having fun, and Krakens are always fun. We get second on the team. Shirot, rightfully so, gets top of the leaderboard, and we had to Plymouth with 2,000 base XP as well. So 3 people on the team with over 2,000 base XP, not too shabby. So let me know what you guys think, and if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.